You're lying next to her right now, wondering what the hell happened. 5 years ago, she couldn't keep her hands off you. Now, she treats physical intimacy like it's a chore, on par with taking out the trash. You bring her flowers. She barely looks up from her phone. You plan romantic dinners. She complains about being tired. You're doing everything the relationship experts tell you. More communication, more help around the house, more emotional availability. And somehow it's making things worse. Let me tell you something every loyal husband needs to hear, but nobody has the balls to say. The woman you married might be playing a game you don't even know exists. Here's a test that'll reveal everything. Next time she rejects your advances, pay attention to what happens after. Does she suddenly become energetic scrolling social media? Does she stay up another 2 hours watching Netflix? Does she have energy for a 40-minute phone call with her friend? She's not tired, bro. She's tired of you. And that distinction will eat you alive if you don't understand what's really happening. The contradiction between stated values and behavior is staggering. She'll tell you intimacy needs emotional connection, that she needs to feel close to want physical contact. Sounds reasonable, right? But watch what happens when she wants something. Suddenly, she's all over you before that expensive vacation discussion. Suddenly, she's interested when she needs you to co-sign that loan. The emotional connection required for intimacy magically appears when there's something in it for her. I had a client whose wife hadn't touched him in 6 months. Not in the mood, she'd say, too stressed. Then a high school reunion comes up. Suddenly, she needs a new dress, new shoes, needs him to look good. That week, she initiated every night. The day after the reunion, back to rejection. The intimacy wasn't about connection. It was about securing his cooperation for her S. This instrumental use of sexuality is more common than anyone admits. Physical intimacy becomes a currency, a tool, a weapon, everything except what it's supposed to be, an expression of love and connection. She learns early that controlling access to physical affection gives her power, and some women wield that power ruthlessly. The loss of desire through emotional resentment is real, but not how you think. She's not losing desire because you disappointed her. She's manufacturing disappointment to justify her loss of desire. See, admitting she's just not attracted anymore would make her feel shallow. But if you're emotionally unavailable, or don't help enough, or aren't romantic anymore, now she's justified. Now she's the victim of your inadequacy, not a woman who broke her vows. A guy I counseled mapped out his wife's complaints over 2 years. First, he worked too much, so he cut back. Then he didn't make enough money, so he worked more. Then he was never home. Around too much. The complaints shifted to maintain the narrative that he was the problem. The reality, she checked out emotionally and needed reasons to justify it. The emotional projection and misplaced blame is a defense mechanism. She's unhappy, but not because of you. She's unhappy because reality didn't match her fantasy. She thought marriage would be constant butterflies, endless romance, perpetual excitement. When it turned out to be bills, routines, and regular life with another human, she didn't blame her unrealistic expectations. She blamed you for not making the fantasy real. The unrealistic expectations of marriage are killing relationships. Many women enter marriage seeking a therapist, entertainer, provider, handyman, and romance novel hero all in one person. You're supposed to fulfill every emotional need, anticipate every want, fix every problem. When you inevitably can't be everything, you become nothing in her eyes. The conditional affection. As control is psychological warfare. Good day at work, she's affectionate. Forgot to do something she wanted. Cold shoulder for a week. Bought her something nice. Suddenly interested. Disagreed with her. No intimacy for a month. She's training you like a dog. Rewards for compliance. Punishment for independence. I've seen men literally chart their wives' affection patterns against their behavior, and the correlation is perfect. The more they comply, the more crumbs of affection they get. The moment they assert boundaries or independence, the tap turns off. It's not about love, it's about control. And most loyal husbands are too moral to even recognize this manipulation. The moral symmetry between genders in relationships is stark. A loyal man struggles to comprehend emotional coldness. When he loves someone, he loves consistently. Bad day, still loves her. Argument, still loves her. She gains weight, still loves her. But some women's affection is like a light. Switch. Circumstances flip it on and off. This asymmetry leaves good men confused and destroyed. The erosion of respect and empathy happens gradually. It starts with small criticisms, the way you load the dishwasher, your choice of shirt. Then it escalates. Your career isn't impressive enough. Your hobbies are stupid. Your friends are losers. By year 5, she's rolling her eyes at everything you say, treating you like an incompetent child in your own home. A client showed me texts from his wife. 5 years of messages. Year 1, love you, baby. Year 3, okay. Year 5, single word responses or nothing. Same man, same behavior. But her respect had evaporated. Why? Because familiarity bred contempt, and contempt killed desire, and dead desire needed someone to blame. The entitlement and victimhood mindset justifies everything. She's not happy. Must be your fault. She's attracted to someone else. You must have pushed her away. She had an emotional affair. You weren't. Emotional needs. There's always a narrative where she's the victim and you're the villain, even when she's the one breaking vows. The fantasy-driven affairs that result are pathetic when you understand them. She meets some guy who also feels unappreciated. They bond over mutual complaints about their spouses. Mistake this trauma bonding for connection. Have an affair thinking they found true love. Reality, 2 broken people using each other as emotional band-aids. The deceptive storytelling in these situations is Oscar-worthy. To justify the affair, she needs you to be the bad guy. So, she tells the other man, you're abusive, you're not controlling, you're not cold, you're not. She creates a fictional version of you that justifies her betrayal. The other guy thinks he's saving her from a monster. He's really just enabling a liar. The illusion of emotional connection in affairs is built on shared negativity. Connecting over joy, growth, or authentic compatibility.